Hi guys, Happy New Year. I'd like to welcome you to the channel if it's your first time here. Please do check out all of our information across social media about making a better life. Now, for this first video of the year, I'd love to have something that's just entirely upbeat and joyous and fun to watch. But because of time pressures and the fact that I've suddenly had to go to working alone to cover for my business partner who was having to have some time off, I'm just putting out our next vlog video, and whilst I cover some serious issues there, you know, it's not as upbeat as I'd like, but I hope you can take into account that these videos are meant to stay on the channel, show our progress, and also be a resource for people to see that progress and use it as personal motivation. So whilst things are happening and whilst they're fresh, I'm going to talk to you guys like this in these vlog series. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you can stand listening to me waffle on. And like I've said before, and I'll probably say during the course of this, I hope you have a really good year. And if you're struggling, reach out, get in touch with us, and if we can, we'll point you in the right direction. Take care guys, see you soon. So, final run, 23rd. I've been up since 3, nodded off before midnight, always a fatal mistake. So, yeah, it's now something o'clock. I've had to take it easy, because when I sleep like the dead, I usually wake up feeling like I might be. I can't do what I'd like to do with social media and editing because I'm still waiting on passwords and things to come over. I shopped for 2.5, 3 hours yesterday, got the same again today. We've pretty much got everything we need. There's just a few other people that I need to get bits and bobs for. And a turkey leg. If anyone sees a turkey hopping around, give me a shout, I'll go and help it out. Yeah. Used to love Christmas, not so much since things that happened in the past. Just always facing lots of memories at this time of year. I don't dislike it. Yeah, weird. I've kind of ground to a halt. I've got the commissions that have been stressing me out are with their owners, and they love them, and seeing people's faces. I showed one of the sisters the other sister's bowl, and she's, oh, this is great, and I goes, well, yeah, I'm very happy with that. And then I said, and yours on the other hand, and I saw this look of panic, and then I told her it's possibly the best work I've done today, and it was. It was hard to part with it, but she's happy with it, and just watching somebody handle it, and you know, you first put an item in someone's hands that's theirs, that's been made for them, and you just watch them caress it, and you can almost immediately tell whether the difference between someone that's going to enjoy it for a bit and then forget about it on a shelf, and the other person that's going to tell everyone that sees it all about it and really cherish it. And that's a great reward. Come on guys, you know, that's one of the things to explore, that, you know, that we intend to explore about making is, you know, it's just so rewarding on so many levels. You've got the fact that your time's occupied, and particularly if it's something you're learning that's new, you've got to focus. So other things that your mind might be going over and over and needn't be really. Are you getting any further forward? No. So, you know, it does that. It keeps you occupied. You're learning, which is always a benefit. Keeps the synapses going and the grey matter grey. And then you've got, if you're making it for sale, then you've got the sale aspect of it, you know, but more importantly, you know, you've got something you can look at the end of the day and go, look what I did, I have been productive, look at that, and I can do another one now, and I'll probably be faster and better the next time. And then when you gift it to somebody and you see the little face like, oh, why aren't you doing it? Why are you sat watching YouTube videos? You know, go and make something. Come on. You've got to eat. Make a nice meal. You know, as daft as it is. That's something you've got to do every day. Give it your attention. Do something new. Learn something new. You know, and I'm not saying this like I suppose I am the expert. You know, I've been to the edge and come back and realised, be it through depression or just upset, you know, when something genuinely bad's happened and you're upset, don't always have to call it depression, though depression does refer to chemical processes and etc. The thing is, sometimes you're just upset and you need to get through it, but it's those same little bad patterns, and making something is it's a double whammy. Exercise. This is why I like hand tools. You can get quite out of breath, particularly if you've been stuck in a spot dealing with mental health. You might have neglected your physical health. Chopping up some wood, you know, even if it's just for the fire. And that's it, that's wood. Wood's great, isn't it? Firewood. Think about it. The energy going and collecting it, the energy and chopping it up into sizes for the fire, a little bit of extra energy getting it down into kindling for starting the fire, and then the fire keeps you warm on so many fronts. And that's brings me on to one of my little obsessions with making, is I like to see the whole process, and I like to develop tools that can be carried up here and not in a toolbox, because you've got them with you everywhere, haven't you? It's like Ray Mears and his little possibles kit that he talks about. You know, the skills that you can carry in your head are valuable because they're lighter than the tools you can carry. And this is it. Is, you know, I'm relatively confident now. If I had the appropriate hand tools, I could go out and fell a tree and take it all the way through to a finished item of furniture. I'm quite confident I could go out and shear a sheep and take it all the way into a finished garment. I've got a little more work to do on the production of metal. I've not done a proper smelt for decades, but that's another skill I'd like to be able to go out with and learn how to make my own metal from the environment, because things like that, you know, knowing I can make one of them is great, but thinking if you took everything away from me, I could go out and make the tools I need to make one of them, to gather the materials and to process the materials. And yeah, a push with the right piece of steel stock, I could make a saw. I could certainly profile a saw blade and teeth, and make a handle, you know. File. I haven't learned how to make a file. Well, then there are other abrasives, and if you know how to temper steel, you can always anneal it, work soft, and then, excuse me, yeah. So yeah, think about whole processes, because that is something I found very rewarding, is learning how to take something from its raw state and get it to a finished item that's of practical use. I think that's also why I prefer turning the really kind of utilitarian things that people are actually going to use day in, day out. And that's why I like the warped things as well. They look like they've been used day in, day out for 100 years. Learning is probably going to have to be the main focus over Christmas. I will temper that with a bit of spinning, because that chills me out, and a bit of time on the lathe. I haven't done or bought gifts this year. I haven't even thought about it, honestly. I've tried to focus on business because, you know, people will understand. So there will be probably a bit of time on the lathe knocking out gifts that people will be getting belated. They'll probably appreciate them all the more. You know, there's been a real community grow since the beginning of lockdown, an online community, and I want to give back to that because it's been very welcoming, very helpful. And I struggle a bit, particularly with kind of remote communications with people. I struggle in person. Digitally, it's even worse, and I will stress about, I know they said feel free to give us a bell, but, you know, can I stress them? What if they're busy? What if they've got this, that and that on, you know? And also at the minute, because funds are as tight as they are, I'm unable to kind of give as much as I'd like to be giving. I'd like to really give back to a lot of the guys that I've met through all of this, and girls, and I intend to, and I will do. But it's finding the right thing and the right time. It's like back to gifts again. I would rather not get someone a gift for 4 years in a row, or however many years in a row. I'd rather not get someone a gift and let them think, "Oh, you didn't give me a gift this year. What's that all about?" But get them that one gift any day of the year, regardless of what event. Find that one thing and think, "Oh, they need this," and get it them and give it them and go, "Oh, Merry Tuesday," and I'd rather do that. You can tell I struggle at this time of year. It's kind of an ongoing, everything that's ever happened constantly vying for the front of my attention, and I can't afford to let it get there. I have dealt with it, but, you know, loss is hard, and some things you kind of never get over. You just find out how to deal with them. So that's making a better life at the minute, is basically me trying to get on top of all the editing and the social media, learning new skills there. Refreshing old skills and learning new skills. For me, it's always just trying to get my mind working in that pattern, and more importantly, not disable my creative brain by putting too much of a focus on technical details. I need to line up a few more meetings. I need to have a real think about what markets we're going to start looking at, because the last we did, just when COVID had just first bit, I think it's the 14th of March, so, you know, right in there, we barely broke it. In fact, after petrol we didn't. We were £7 down, I think, and I know you'd sometimes have to take hits, but we can't afford to at the minute. So until things, we don't want to miss that initial rush when everyone's like, right, we can go out again. Bah! I don't think that's going to be as big, because I think people have started spending online, and there may be a little transition period where people get used to dropping cash at markets and the like again. So yeah, I've got to do a lot of thinking about exactly when we come back into the markets and shows, etc. I need to look at insurance for all of that again, and I need to think about staff, because I think we've discovered a weak point for stress. I know I've got it. Kaylee's discovered she's got it. So I've got to factor that in planning. Kaylee's usually brilliant at markets, got more stamina than me for certain, but we need backups. I can't afford to have everything land on my head again, because if I go under, it all goes under. So yeah, you'll probably be seeing this after Christmas, so I hope you've had a good Christmas and possibly a good New Year as well. And there you have it. Nothing disastrous happened. Thanks for sticking around. As you can see, in general, I'm in a good place, a happy place. Even though Christmas is difficult for me, it's a lot better than it was. As little as 3 years ago, I was in a state where I couldn't have dreamt of doing this. I just want people to know that it can get better. You've got to work at it and listen, or at least have open ears to people that have been there before you. It might not seem the exact same journey, but things that happen the same, and always have and always will. So yeah guys, thanks for sticking it out. Keep an eye out for some more videos. Please like, share, subscribe. Please comment, be kind, because there's no reason not to be, is there? You know, a snarky comment gets nowhere near as far as a kind comment, and we're a great community here, and people coming in from other communities, you know, I hope you can see that, and I hope it rubs off on you. And we're all about helping each other and getting to a better place together. Anyway guys, it's been hard work, yet an absolute pleasure making this video for you, and I'll see you on the flip side. Take care.